Hi, welcome to the last episode of season 1 of Ugly Diving Podcast. I think I cannot be more excited for my guest, as he's the one who motivated me to continue shooting underwater. And he was the one that probably showed me the ropes or showed me how to work a camera underwater when I first started. And this person is no other than the Hantu King himself, Kelvin Pung. Welcome, Kelvin. How's things with you? Been so long since I last saw you.
I've been busy being a badminton coach.
Wow, so now you're a badminton coach.
Yes.
That's awesome. Maybe you want to share a bit more about yourself for those back home who doesn't know who you are.
Before I'm a badminton coach, I was a para badminton player. I took part in the SEA Games, the Para SEA Games, World Games, some Open and Para World Championship.
Wow.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask as well is, I'm not sure whether the folks at home can actually see, but Kevin actually has one hand. Both have two hands, but one is not as functional. How can you explain your situation?
It's a total permanent disability. So I had a very bad accident when I was 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Then it actually breaks the nerve out of my spinal cord.
Ouch.
Yeah. Then the injury is called brachial plexus injury. So it affects the whole of the upper limb, left limb. Yeah. So it's not functional for now.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Maybe somebody invented something robotic hand or some special miracle, then I can use my left hand again.
Okay, to be honest, it was the first time when I met you, I came across this. And I just finished a video of seeing somebody diving in a wheelchair. So I was very intrigued, how does it like? How did you get started? That kind of questions. And finally, I can ask you today officially, right? Because I think I've never asked you this question before.
I started when my friend intro me to a marine fish shop.
Marine fish shop?
Yeah, marine fish. So he brought me to a shop where there's a lot of marine fish, and then there's clownfish.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, hey, the clownfish looks nice, huh? Then I look at the price tag. Wow, only $2. So cheap. So I started buying the fish, buying a tank, and started to do saltwater fish tank at home. Yeah, the hobby kept me going for 2 years. I think back then I was around 24, 25. So, but having the fish tank is very stressful. Every day you have to check the water, check a lot of things. You cannot travel. Then in the end, I said, okay, too stressful. When the power trip, the fish will suffer because the water will all flow out of the tank.
Okay.
So I gave away all my fishes. Then after a while, I met my wife, I got married.
Okay.
Then we went for a honeymoon. Then I went snorkeling. Then I jumped in. I was counting how much Nemo and how much money are there I see. Okay, so this coral cost $10. That coral cost $40. This one, the clam cost $50.
Just a disclaimer for those at home, right?
Okay.
The Ugly Diving Podcast does not advocate for buying marine life and keeping it at home. This is his story.
That's just a story lah. So, but the aquarium still exists lah. So, but I didn't visit. No more of that. Yeah.
So after finding out that you actually can dive, wait, you started?
I started snorkeling.
Right.
So during the snorkeling, I saw somebody having a camera.
Oh.
So after that, I thought, hey, I should get a camera. Then I realized free diving is not easy and can be dangerous. So after doing free diving a few times, I almost blacked out.
Whoa.
On my own without training. So that's just, please don't do that.
Again, another disclaimer.
Don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, you want to go free diving, better get professional help. Don't be like me.
I think professional help is the wrong term.
Some professional help. You need professional help. Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I have a friend who is an instructor. So he told me that I can actually do scuba diving, then I was surprised that, I can do it now. So he brought me in and then we started the scuba diving journey.
So Kelvin, on like throughout the podcast, right, we have different kinds of people and we always ask them about the experience when they first started diving. And for me personally, my open water, I felt pretty scared at the pool session. How about yourself? I mean, if you could bring yourself back then, does your disability, give you any issues in learning how to dive?
No, my instructor said I'm a water baby when I jump in. I don't know what's a water baby lah, but I assume it's good lah because he's just focusing on my wife and not focusing on me. So he just let me swim around.
Right.
So I must say natural lah to be underwater.
So I'm very curious. Okay, I was very curious, but I now dive with you. Was that so? How do you manage the arm that is not able to move? What do you do underwater to keep it safe? I guess.
You want me to start from wearing the wetsuit?
Sure. If that's something that you're okay to share.
Okay, wearing a wetsuit is most unpleasant thing. When I first bought my 3mm full suit, I can't even pull in my left hand. So I have to pull and pull and pull. So after I pull, right, my whole body all perspiration already. So not fun. So I improvise. I wear
You cut-
two-piece.
Oh,
I cut.
I thought you cut a hole.
No. Cut where? The whole where? Cut the whole where? Behind or in front?
Up to your imagination.
Okay, never mind. I wear two-piece. Okay? I wear bottom piece, more like a skin. Then the top also like a skin or shark skin. Those you can put on easily. If I'm still cold, I wear a 2mm shorty. So it's easier to wear that way. Then what else you want to ask? What else you want to know?
He's the first guest to come and turn around. Hey, so what else you want to know?
Okay, wait. I tell you.
Yes.
I tell you how I put on my BCD. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. I show you. At first, it's very difficult for me to put on the BCD with the tank. Then my instructor asked me to carry the BCD up like a harvest sack. Hey, it's how many kg? 25 kg. 20 kg.
I guess around there.
Then so I struggle lah. I struggle to put on. Then I told him can I sit down? Then I sit down, put on, then crawl up like a dog.
Huh? What do you mean you crawl like dog?
You put on your BCD on the floor, right? Then you don't crawl, you stand up. It's very heavy.
Okay, so what was... How,
So
wait,
I'll
huh?
just put on while sitting down with my leg straight, right? Then I flip over like a dugong. Then just crawl to the side and just flip down.
So basically you flip your way into the water.
Yeah.
And you end it gracefully with a somersault.
You can say that. If you think it's graceful, then you say that.
Okay. So this is what you do on a good boat.
Yeah.
So-
So after that, I don't join that boat anymore. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay. I will just take the other boat that have a proper sitting to rig up. Then you can stand up and walk. And with a rinse tank.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're a bit more bougie lah from there.
No. You cannot say that. I cannot take sampan for my disability. You have to understand.
Okay.
Yeah. It's also dangerous.
I agree. So a more serious question would be, I want to find out like, how do you actually dive at night and managing all the torches and extra stuff that you need to bring underwater? I heard there's something like super like iconic for you when you dive at night. Can you tell a bit more about that?
I have usually 2 to 3 torches. Okay. So one on my BCD and the other one on my camera. And the last one will be on my head.
On your head?
Okay, I have this Teletubby thing lah. Y'all call it Teletubby, right? So I made a Velcro on the what is called that hoodie, right? Okay, I made a Velcro on the hoodie. Then I make the other side of the Velcro, I stick it on my torch. Then I'll just stick it on top and make sure if the Velcro fails, I have something to hook on. So I make a Teletubby on top, like it's like a hook lah. It's like a fabric hook. Yeah. Then I clip it with a snap hook.
Oh, that's a very innovative way to, overcome the torch. But then things with two hands like dive combat, how?
I use my tongue
I can't tell whether you're joking or not. Are you serious? You use your tongue to activate your dive
Of course not lah. Just look at the dive time and decompression or the depth, enough already what.
That's true.
If
That's true.
your dive com don't have that few information, just the flick of your wrist, then don't buy that dive com.
So may I ask, what is your highest diving certification right now?
Right now, I was a dive master.
Oh, okay.
But I did not renew my dive master certificate. Honestly, I enjoy being a dive master. I met a lot of people, talk to them a lot more compared to be a leisure diver.
Okay.
Yeah, right? So that's how I met you, right?
Yes. So let's get into that story a bit better, like how I met you and what happened. So I was actually on this trip to, where was it again? Do you remember? Batam.
Batam.
And it was with a particular dive company. So were you guiding that trip? I can't remember. Or were you on leisure?
I was
I think,
on leisure.
yes, because you brought a big camera. I remember. Because I was like, hey, this guy crazy. Like, he only has one hand, but he dives with such a big camera. So what was happening is we were actually playing I think Boomerang just
Boomerang.
came out on Instagram. So we started to play the Du Shen theme song and we were throwing our poker cards around. So we were laughing so hard that we actually woke up the whole area. And that's why Kelvin came to check us out. And from there, we started talking. And I just wanted to say a really big thank you because I think without that trip, I probably would not be shooting underwater today. So
Awesome.
it's very heartwarming. And I really want to say this quite publicly as well. I really want to thank you for being so selfless and sharing. I'm just also very curious about diving as a disabled person, right? Because you mentioned you were a dive master. Was there any opportunities that people actually shunned you away because they felt unsafe that you were a dive master?
Why
I mean, I've read up stories about this woman.
I report you.
Not me. I am always looking forward to dive with you.
Not inclusive. He's not inclusive I report you again.
Okay, again, it's not me that I always look forward to diving with you.
Okay. So far there's nobody who actually don't want me to be their dive master. In fact, that period of time when I'm actively diving, a lot of people wanted to dive with me because I can help them to find creators and have a good time to shoot.
Right.
Yeah.
So your specialty is actually finding these creatures underwater.
Yes, not. Okay, the good thing about diving every week is when you see that crater there, the next week you dive, most likely it's still there. Yeah, so diving regularly at Hantu is, I have the privilege to know where the craters are, but they are seasonal. But if you don't dive there for like 6 months to a year, then you probably won't see anything.
Right.
Sorry, better cut that.
Why?
You can still see things, huh?
No. I think it's more of, to clarify, it's more like you don't know where they are rather than you cannot
Yes, you
see
don't know
things.
where to find.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
'Cause
if you know how to find, there's actually a lot of things there. Yeah, it's a visual memory. So sometimes if you see it once, the next time it's very easy for you to spot them again. Yeah.
do you have any quick tips for people that want to pick up underwater photography in terms of searching for creatures? Is there any quick tips that you have?
I think there's no quick tip. You just need to clock the hours.
That's
just
great.
clock the hours and just go and dive, and don't dive with a dive master. Go find yourself.
That's true. I mean, that's how you taught me as well.
Yes.
And till today, it's been quite good as well. I think every dive, if the dive master,
You sure or not?
yeah, if the dive master can't really show me
I
much,
thought you always dive with dive master.
yes, but if it takes two, if more people search, the more things you can see, ma.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I guess everyone does do their part.
Yes. Yeah. At Hantu in specific, because we got so many divers going down at one time, like maybe 30 of us.
30?
Yes.
Wow.
The
Okay.
boat can take up to 30 divers. Yes. 30 of us going down at the same time. There is definitely someone that finds something unique. And then they will shout out, or they will deploy SMB, or they will bring you back there to the same spot to shoot again. So that's a good thing about diving at Hantu lah, and have friends and friends.
I've shared with you many stories about my deepest fears, especially the time where something happened to me. I was wondering, what are your greatest fears underwater?
Okay, I think I have two experiences. One of them is I think I was shooting, and I was staying at one place for too long and was looking in my viewfinder for too long, that when I suddenly get up, I have this vertigo.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So when I had this vertigo, the moment I had this vertigo, I had my hand on my what is that? Inflator hose. Yeah, I was ready to inflate and shoot up, but it's not very deep at that dive spot. It's only about 5 meters, so it's okay for me to shoot up. Disclaimer.
Yes. Again, the
So,
word of this episode is disclaimer.
So what happened is, I tell myself to breathe. So just breathe and relax, breathe and relax. Then after a while, the vertigo went away. Then it's back to normal. Then I went back diving again. But I'm just a bit spooked by that experience. So after that dive, I did ask about what is this vertigo. So there's a few explanation that you might have stopped breathing, like when you're shooting for too long, then you forget to breathe, something like that, or you stood up too fast while in a prone position.
So, explain to us how it's scary having vertigo underwater.
Oh, it's like you're not moving, but everything is spinning.
So, could you tell where is the surface and where is,
I can still tell where's the surface, but it's like the moment you almost gonna black out already.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so that's very scary for me. So after that, I will remember to breathe and do not do sudden action, or do not be in a prone position for too long. Yeah.
So, what was the other incident? You mentioned there was two.
The other incident is when I swam past a moray eel with with a giant moray eel, but with my hand dangling out. So back then I did not strap on my left hand. I was still an advanced diver. Then I heard moray eels love to eat octopus. Then I think my left hand's finger look like octopus. You all want to see? Look like octopus. The fingers looks delicious.
Okay.
But so that when I watch the documentary, how they do a death roll and bite and twist, right? Then it gives me the chills that I need to secure my left hand properly. Although not much use, but I still want it. Hey, don't laugh, you laughing at disabled person.
After so many years of diving, have you met any other disabled divers yourself?
In person, no. So I know of some autistic kids who took up diving. So I was sent a picture of them diving from my other coaches. When I look at that, I think it's really, really awesome lah. But because I didn't think of myself as a disabled person, so keep saying so. Why
It's okay. I think it's something very normal, so don't worry about it.
So after seeing them diving, right, it actually makes me feel that there's people actually helping to promote diving to disabled people, because nobody promote diving to me. Yeah, I have to go and ask if, hey, I have a disabled arm, can I dive? Then a lot of people, because of liability, they do not want to take me as their student.
Right.
But my friend, my instructor, who is also my friend, willing to take that liability to take care of me.
All right. Thank you, Kelvin, for joining us on the show. And unfortunately, this will be the last episode for season 1. And I cannot think of anyone else that I would want to share this episode with with you. Thank you for all the wisdom that you have taught me in the past and always being so supportive of my diving journey. And for those at home, I hope you guys are inspired by Kelvin. And I'll see you guys in season 2 of the Ugly Diving Podcast.
Badminton.
Can you play badminton underwater? Have you tried playing badminton underwater?
You look at my face.
This podcast is also available on Spotify.
Intelligent question.